Did you know that in most Canadian cities, it's illegal to build anything other than a single-family house on the majority of urban land? That's not a glitch, that's zoning, and it might be one of the biggest reasons you can't afford to live where you want. Let's break it down. This is zoning for dummies, and why it's quietly killing housing affordability. Zoning is basically a set of rules that tells you what you can and can't build on a piece of land. It started in the early 1900s to separate industrial from residential, which made sense. But today, it's grown into something much bigger and often more harmful. In most cities, zoning laws say you can only build one home here, one family, one driveway, no duplexes, no rentals, no apartments. It's like if a restaurant only allowed one person to eat at a time and then said it's a mystery why dinner is so expensive. The problem is simple. When you limit what can be built, you limit how many people can live there. If demand is rising because of immigration, job growth, or population, but zoning blocks supply, prices go up a lot. Zoning becomes a bottleneck, and it's not just apartments that are blocked. In many neighborhoods, you can't even build a duplex or turn a basement into a legal rental. It's all blocked on paper. Zoning also has a dark history. In both the US and Canada, zoning was often used to exclude lower-income people, immigrants, renters, multi-generational households. It wasn't always about planning. Sometimes it was about keeping those people out and protecting property values. We still feel those effects today. Just look at how fiercely some neighborhoods fight even the smallest new development. Let's talk numbers. In Toronto, over 70% of residential land was zoned single-family until 2023. In Vancouver, about 81% is low-density residential. In Calgary, almost 60% is R1 or equivalent one unit, one lot. That's decades of, you can't build that here. Some cities have started reforming their rules, like Toronto's multiplex zoning, but change is slow. What if zoning allowed for duplexes and triplexes by default? 4 to 6 unit low-rise apartments on residential streets, apartments near transit hubs without a 2-year fight? That's what upzoning is, and it's already happening in places like Minneapolis, Auckland, and Tokyo. They've seen lower rent growth, more housing, and even less displacement when done right. The biggest fear people have is that upzoning ruins neighborhoods. But does it? A well-designed fourplex doesn't destroy a block, it lets 4 families live where only one could before. Adding gentle density like townhomes, laneway homes, multiplexes keeps the character of a neighborhood while making it more accessible. And guess what? More housing equals more customers for local businesses, better transit, and stronger communities. Zoning laws are a big reason why housing is unaffordable and why we aren't building fast enough. They sound boring, but they shape everything. What gets built, who gets to live there, and how expensive it will be. If we want affordable housing, we don't just need more funding. We need to change the rules. Want more breakdowns like this without the jargon? Subscribe for weekly videos on housing, money, and madness in Canada. And drop a comment. Have you ever tried to build or renovate and hit a wall because of zoning? I want to hear your story.